let's chop it up, man. I jumped into this thing, man, and I want to talk to you, man, about, everybody been talking about the whole Nipsey Hustle thing and all of that, man. But I think part of this that we're missing out on is we as men have to stop believing that other men want to see you win. See, let me tell you something. Let's think about this concept. Everybody supports the underdog. I mean, everybody wants the underdog to win. That's why people always bet against the Patriots. That's why people always cheer against the Patriots, because they're always the favorite. Even if the Las Vegas bookies say they're not, in our minds, when the Patriots are in the Super Bowl, unless they're playing against the Giants defense for some reason, but anyone else, okay, and the Eagles pull one on them pretty good. But most times when they're in there, we assume the other team is the underdog in our mind. So we all cheer for the other team. Not me. I cheer for the best team. When people ask me, yo, man, what team do you support? It depends on what I see in the preseason, man, and what the prognosticators say and all that. I don't have any loyalty to a team. Nigga, I live in a region that ain't got no professional football team. I live in a region that's about college football. Now, if you ask me who I roll with in college football, then, of course, it's Roll Tide. You know that for sure. But that's only because, I spent the majority of my life, the majority, Not all of my life, but the majority of my life, in Alabama, in several different cities in Alabama. So I say, when it all boils down to it, I support who's the winner. Not everyone can do that. And that's the same thing that we're dealing with. When we come up in this world, we have to understand motherfuckers love to see you on your grind. Everybody loves to see someone grinding hard. They love to see you on your way. Other dudes, man, will support you when you on your way. They love to see you grinding. Everybody wants to see you pursuing your goals. They don't want to see you reach them. See, when you're in pursuit of your goal, we're all in pursuit of our goals. Your homie, even the lazy homie down there, don't do them sit at the house all day playing Madden. He is on his way to his goal in his mind. Everyone can fake like they're chasing their goal. And you're a part of that coalition until you reach your goal. When you start reaching goals, you start noticing that people don't feel the same way about you. You understand what I'm saying? People don't want to see you reach your goals, because then you go from being a dream chaser to a dream achiever. You go from being a goal chaser to being a goal reacher. You go from pursuing a level to reaching that level, pursuing another level, and you're already on the level that they haven't reached yet. So everything changes. Let me tell you something, man. I had a partner, man. The partner I first started hustling with. And let me tell you something about me, man. I'm going to say this, and this ain't me tooting my own horn or anything, man, but I'm the best friend you could fucking have. You know what I'm saying? I'm a valuable friend. You did? And that's why I don't have many friends, because people don't understand how to value the type of friend that I am. I'm the type of friend that you can rely on. I'm never going to stab you in the back. If I view you as a friend, I view you as a brother. And anything I wouldn't do to my brother, I wouldn't do to you. You understand? I'm the type of homie where if you catch a bid, you can say, look, homie, the money's here, the work is here. I mean, you ain't really got, if you can flood the work, you know what I'm saying? Of course you can flood the work, man, and just, you know what I'm saying, just make sure I'm straight. Make sure I get what's coming to me. The money, chip off of it, man, and I'll take care of my people, man. I'm gonna go sit these 10 down, man, and I'll be back out. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do that shit for you if you my homie. If I tell you I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. I'm going to make sure your people get down the road to see you. I'm going to make sure your people get taken care of. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't going to always be with the money you left. Sometime I'm going to flip. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to take care of them with my money. You understand what I'm saying? That's the type of homie that I am. And for a while, it's cool. But in that environment we're from, niggas can't wrap their mind around the concept that any one person in that environment can be that straight up. So I end up having to distance myself from niggas. So this particular homie, man, he ended up clicking with another one of the homies from the hood, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, this cat never got along because I always felt that evil energy from him. He just had that energy. When he came into the room, the energy changed in the room in a negative way. It was like when he came into the room, it became a hostile environment. You know what I'm saying? Just because of hostile energy toward everybody. You got to know when people have hostile energy toward everybody. I've had a couple of homies, man, that had hostile energy toward everybody. The type of cats where after a while, when I came up, I wouldn't even go around them cats without my pistol because I was prepared to blow their fucking brains out. You know what I'm saying? Because I knew the type of men they were, or the type of cats they were, the type of animals they were. But anyway, to make a long story short, so this homie, he ended up clicking with that homie, man, with that dude there, man, and you know, they came up. You know, I was over here with my crew coming up, man. They were over there coming up. We still link up sometimes, man, and go kick it. You know what I'm saying? Just every blue moon. But my crew ended up being like yeah, you know, not really on the other side of town, but like midways between the east side and west side. So, you know, on the outskirts of the east side, you know, where we were from. So, come to find out, man, you know, their plug dried up. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't turn people on to my plug. You know what I'm saying? Because if anything went down with my plug, I ain't want my plug to be, yo, man, you turned them niggas on to me, man. What's up with that? I don't play those games. So anyway, the homie told him he found a plug. So he said he found a plug through his the one. They partners. He gave him the money. He went over there with his plug. He went over there to the plug, man. Never hit him back. You know what I'm saying? He said the plug. He hit him back and said something about the plug, you know, did something with the money, whatever. He finally found out who that plug he was talking about was. He had went over there and got to work from dude, just kept the work, man. You know what I'm saying? Broken, man. This was the re-up money. You know what I'm saying? Dumped everything into it. And at that point, we were young and hustling, so not everybody was putting money up. Me, I just wasn't flashy. You know what I'm saying? I just didn't want to make myself a target. I wouldn't even think about Jack Boys. I didn't want to make myself a target for the people. You know what I'm saying? For the Alphabet Boys. So, you know, after that happened, man, like, you know, the homie was like, man, you know, man, bro, man, these dudes out here, man. And I was like, man, yeah, man, you know, cool. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel no sympathy for nobody, man, that go out there, man, and play the game, man, like that. And then, you know, turn around and be like, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I had told him, I said, man, homie give out bad vibes, man. He's like, man, you know, we in the streets, man. You know, if it just feel like bad vibes. But anyway, I say that to say this. You have to understand that people don't want to see you grind. Because let me tell you what you reaching success represents to them. It represents that you outwork them. No nigga wants to accept the fact that you outworked them. They simply don't want to accept the fact that you outworked them. C Boog is in the building, man. Shout out to C Boog, man. Salute to your brother. I appreciate the $5 super chat, man. Shout out to the homie C Boogs, man, putting in work over there. So you have to think about this, man. When you're on the grind, we're all homies. We grinding. But everybody on the team knows who's the captain of the ship. Everybody on the team knows who steers this machine in the right direction. Everybody knows who gets behind this machine and pushes when the engine isn't quite working the way it should work. And there are very few men who are going to respect you the way they should and appreciate you the way they should for being in that position. Very few men are going to appreciate you for being in that position. They're going to capitalize on it for as long as they can, and then they're going to start the backstabbing. That's the shit that happened to Nipsey Hussle. You understand? That's the shit that happened to Big L. That's the type of thing that happened to Pac when he got robbed at Quad Studios. Not when he got killed in Vegas, but when he got robbed at Quad Studios, that's the type of thing that happened. His homie had set him up. He knew it. His homie ended up dying not long after that. You have to understand that your come up means nothing to the niggas around you. The people who support you when you come up are going to be the women around you, homie. Only your women want to see you win. These dudes don't want to see you come up. Your come up represents their failure. For women, your come up represents a chance for them to cheer someone on, a chance for them to be on the side of the champion. Let me tell you the difference between men and women out here in this world. Now, let me give a disclaimer here. This is not for you if you're a beta male simp mangina and women run you. This is not for you if you don't understand, as the homie C Boog calls it, the dumb game. You know what I'm saying? As the homie Clint call it, dumb game division. You know what I'm saying? As I call it, pimping. If you don't understand, if your perspective on women ain't the fact that you are a pimp, if that's not your mindset that you run shit, you control things, then you don't even understand where I'm coming from. This sounds like a fantasy to you. This sounds like the movie Scarface or something. This sounds like him walking into Franco Lady saying, "Hey, get your things together. You come in with me." And she asked him, "Where's Frank?" He said, "What do you think?" That's it. That's dumb. You know what I'm saying? That's pimping. I'm the man. Women love to be attached to, more than anything in the world, women love to be attached to the man. Nothing makes a woman wetter than being attached to the man. And think about it. It's the same Scarface she told. And I reference movies, man, because the thing about movies, they represent true interactions between men and women. Even if they're not based on a true story, they represent true interactions between men and women. See what I'm saying? It's kind of like Menace to Society. When Kane was riding, before he had a ride, man, you ain't seeing with no chicks. You understand? When he came up and pulled up in that Mustang Boss drop top where he had just jacked that homie for the shoes on it, he pulled up, bam, whooped up behind the chick. She went off at first, but then he ended up knocking her down. With ease. It wasn't even hard. You know why it's not hard? It's not hard because women love to be attached to a winner. If you are a winner, women cannot resist the winning team. They simply cannot. Dudes, they don't want to be on the winning team. They want to be the winner. And when they can't be the winner, they hate the fucking winning team. See what I'm saying? They hate the winning team. People in the other players in the NFL don't hate Tom Brady, man. He's not the most hated quarterback because he's a hateable, because he's a mean guy, or he's a cruel guy, or he gets caught up in anything, any type of criminal activity, or he's been to prison, or he's been beating on chicks, or he got caught doing drugs, or failed a drug test, or nothing. They simply hate him because every single year they have to worry about him being the captain of the winning team, man. Niggas don't want to see you win. Women around you are going to support you. Let me tell you something. Every man in here right now, I want you to put a one in the chat if this doesn't apply to you. If this doesn't apply to you. At some point, most of us have been able to rely on a woman's kindness and consideration to help us on our process, to help us through our process of progress. Every man at some point has been able, we're not going to even say has needed to rely. We're saying has been able to rely on a woman's kindness and consideration to help you progress through your process. If that doesn't apply to you, put a one in the chat. Anybody. If you can say there's never been a woman who I've been able to rely on for her kindness, generosity, and consideration of what I was doing, and she supported me at a time where she didn't have to, there was no gain for her because I ain't had shit at that point, put a one in the chat if that don't apply to you. If you ain't never had a woman who had your back when you ain't had shit. See, this is the reality of the life we live in, man. I'm missing some. I got my top chat playing, man. Let me go into my live chat. I hear the alerts going off, but I'm missing the. All right, Steve Thompson, I appreciate the $20 super chat, brother. Appreciate it. DT Crypto, appreciate the $5 super chat. Homie says it's hectic these days. Solid black men have to move like the president. Salute. Real talk, man. Real talk. OB, I appreciate the $4 super chat, man. Shalom to the brother. OB is in the building, man. Peace to you, brother. Marcus Kelly, man, I appreciate that $2 super chat. Homie says exactly, and they ain't bred to better themselves. Real talk, man. Real talk. They're not bred like, not all of us are bred like that. Clinks is in the building. What up, Clinks? More money, I see you in the building. So, what you have to understand is this, man. You know what I'm saying? No one can put a one in the chat about that, man. You have to understand, man. But even H says his mother and sister and his aunt. So what? I ain't say no woman you were fucking. I said a woman. I said a woman. When you say your mother and sister and your aunt, tell me, did your daddy and your brother and your uncle have your back the way they did? You know what I'm saying? Your men only want to help push you along. They want to see you grinding. They don't want to see the end result. Niggas want you to grind forever. They don't never want you to reach your goal. You see what I'm saying? The bottom line is this, man. What we have to understand is this. Man, listen. And like I said, I'm not talking to you if you're a beta male simp mangina, man. Listen, moving forward, this is a declaration about my content. My content is not for the faint of heart. I ain't making no more content for the beta male simp mangina. I ain't making no more content for nobody who need to be helped on how to deal with, on how to accept women's nature. I ain't helping nobody who views women's nature as negative. Women's nature is not negative. Women's nature is just one of the greatest blessings the Most High has ever given us. Because once you understand female nature, you realize how easy it is to deal with women as long as you stay in tune with your masculine nature. That's the simple story of it. If you tap into your masculine energy, women become easy. They become effortless. There is no effort required to get a woman, lock a woman down, put a woman on your team, put her ass to work, as long as you stay masculine at all times, man. Now, and I'm gonna tell you, man, and this is my case. I don't know if it's yours, but even when you fuck over a woman, in her mind, if she feel like you fucked over her, she'll still hold you down in many instances. You understand what I'm saying? Man, listen, I've had women who felt like, like I did something wrong to them, I treated them bad, or I didn't give them the position in my life that they thought they should have had, but they still say, well, I understand we can't be together, but if you need me, I'll do anything for you. And they were doing shit they were taking care of business on my behalf, man. And even though the intimate part was over, they still kept taking care of their business. See what I'm saying? Women want to be attached to the winning team. Now, the thing is, a lot of times they fall for you. They get so caught up in being a part of the winning team that the captain of the team becomes the apple of their eye, the center of their attraction. You understand? The optical illusion of their lustful desires. You know what I'm saying? They start fantasizing about living the life that you live with you as more than just a member of the team. Of course, you're going to deal with that, but I say that's better than being a fucking incel. It's better to have women wanting you that you're not trying to cross that line with because you don't want to miss business with pleasure than it is to be an incel, and you'll never have women trying to cross that line with you. So, hey man, if I got to pick one, I'll take that one. Now, another thing is this, man. Most snitches, and this is on some street level shit. I know some men in here can identify with this. Most snitches are other dudes. Most dudes who are in prison right now and got snitched on by a dude. This shit ain't like the movie Blow, where your old lady, she telling the people you got a brick in the trunk. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like that. Unless you got to be dealing with a show enough hood rat. And I'm gonna be honest with you. If you're a grown man right now, you dealing with hood rats, you ought to be ashamed of your damn self. If you're a grown man dealing with hood rats right now, you should be ashamed of yourself, man. I ain't lying. That shit ain't even right. There is no reason for a grown man to be dealing with hood rats, man. No reason. You know what, man? Let me go in here. I don't like that picture right there, man. Let me go in here and change some things up in here, man. All right, we're going to change some things up right quick. We're going to take that thing right there off. Matter of fact, we're going to come out this video thing, man. It's making my stream drop, man. So, I just want to, I was going, let me come out of here, man. It's making my stream, it's messing with the strength of my stream, man. And another thing is this, man. We're going to go in here. We're going to pull this boy right here out, too. So my thing is this, man. All I'm saying is this. I will go with the picture up in here, man. We'll rock out with this. We have to understand that the men around you are not your allies when you're on the grind. They simply can't identify with you being on the grind because they're supposedly on the grind as well. But you can tell the men around you who want to see you win. Let me tell you the men around you who don't care if you win or not. The ones who aren't always around you. You see, if you're on your grind and you got a group of men that's always around you all the time, that means they ain't on their grind. See, it's a thin line between men who are actively on the team with you, who accept the fact that you're the captain of the team, and motherfuckers that's just riding your coattail. See what I'm saying? Plenty of men will ride your coattail as far as they can take it. You understand? As far as they can go. But see, then you get to the point where you start cutting niggas off, where you're like, hey man, look, I've given you opportunity after opportunity. You haven't made shit happen, man. Like, I'm not giving you no more opportunities. That's the snake that bites your hand. See what I'm saying? At some point, you have to ask yourself, why is it that the men who are around you as you achieve levels of success, why are they not thinking of ways to branch off into their own success? You see what I'm saying? It don't matter what you do. Every man has a passion. Every man has something he would love to be doing with his life and make money doing it. Why is it that when you have an opportunity and you giving men opportunities that they're not capitalizing on that opportunity, using your reach, using your resources that they have access to build their own thing? Those men don't want to see you win. That's why they are willing to continue to milk you for everything they can. Women will go to war for your brand, homie. You know what I'm saying? Man, let me tell you something, bro. I've had other men's women pushing my brand harder than, and when I say brand, nigga, your brand is who you are. SJ3 is a brand. Even before he started making videos, Mo Money is a brand. Freddie P is a brand. C Boog was a brand before he ever made a YouTube video. BoA has been a brand before I even created the name BoA. I just transitioned and named my brand BoA. You are a brand within yourself. Nigga, you were born a brand. The name they gave you is your brand. That's why it's on every goddamn thing you get. Social security card, driver license, you get a bill in the mail, on your bank account. Everything that you have attached yourself to is attached to your brand. And only women in your life are going to put their own life on the line, put their own wealth on the line, put their own, their own hard work on the line for your brand. Niggas, for the most part, are not going to do that. And if you don't believe that, keep living your life and you'll end up like the homie Nipsey. I'm going to give you a perfect example here. We tend to forget about this. You remember when Snoop caught that murder case? When he was charged with a murder case? You remember that? When he caught that murder conviction? The same thing that happened to Nipsey happened to Snoop. But Snoop was prepared. Snoop was not so comfortable in his environment that he didn't have a hitter with him. Nipsey was there without a hitter. That's the only difference. Because let me tell you something, and this is real talk right here. No rival gang member can get that deep into your hood without being detected. Get out of the car. Not even park right by you. Get out of the car in an alley. Walk all the way over to you. Have a confrontation with you. Shoot you down right there. Then come back, shoot you some more. Kick you in the head. Shoot you again. And then not run away real fast. Just mosey away and get back in his vehicle and get away. This comes from you trusting niggas who are around you who don't want to see you win. But even if you're going to have that mindset that everybody want to see you win, you got to have a hitter around you. Snoop had a hitter. That boy Philip Waldemarian ran up on Snoop, got his ass iced. Guess who iced him? I don't know. Could have been Snoop. Could have been his hitter. Guess who took the charge? The hitter. Guess who was going to go down for shooting? If somebody was going to go down? The hitter. Guess who said, I did it? The hitter. See what I'm saying? You have to live your life just like that, man. Niggas don't love you. We know this in this society. When Malcolm X was killed, see, let me tell you what niggas want to do. Niggas want to always talk about the conspiracy theory. Well, the Nation of Islam had Malcolm killed. Well, white folks had him killed. I don't care who had him killed. I'm talking about who ran up on that black man and pulled the trigger and took his life. It was niggas that killed him. Same thing with Nipsey. It was niggas that killed him. Same thing with Pac. It was a nigga that killed him. Same thing with Biggie. It was niggas that killed him. Same thing with Big L. It was niggas that killed him. See what I'm saying? These niggas is getting killed by niggas. I don't care who told you to do it. If the white man come to me and say, I'll give you $500,000, go kill this man. It's still up to me to go kill that man. It's a slap in our face. They do that shit just to show us, nigga. I'll tell you what, Birdman had a song, man, where he said, I put a hit on a nigga and make his homie do it. That's the type of thing that's going on, man. For a man to rap about that, he knows it happens. Somebody can put a hit on you and pay your homie to do it. You ain't got no homies. You got to start viewing motherfuckers as supporters or detractors. Everyone around you is either a supporter or a detractor. You ain't got no homies. Not like that. That's the mindset you have to have. And if somebody is a homie, fine, they can be a homie. You just have to treat people how they act. You have to treat people how they earn. If somebody earns positive treatment from you, if somebody earns being able to be in your presence, being able to be on your team, being able to be a part of your circle, then you reward them with that. You ain't got to be trying to give no niggas no titles. That's my homeboy. That's my brother. Man, titles are for women. That's why so many niggas caught up in marriage, being a husband. Because we think like women. Women worry about titles. We worry about individual interaction. As men, we worry about individual interactions. You understand? As a pimp, I ain't never told no woman, hey, you my woman. Over them, like you my woman and they ain't. If I got 5 women, they all my women. That's period. I ain't got to have no wife, no girlfriend, no side chick, no fiance. I ain't got to have none of that. If I got 4 women, they all just my women. You don't get no damn titles. You don't get to influence me and tell me what you gonna be in my life. You either gonna be my woman or you ain't gonna be nothing. Even if I'm not cutting her, she's still my woman. I claim every woman that I come into interaction with. You know why? Because I'm a motherfucking pimp. That's why. Because I can do that. And she ain't got to be a part of it. See, the difference between the average man out here and a pimp is that a pimp don't give a damn if a woman leave or stay. It ain't gonna never hurt my feelings if a woman say, well, that's too much for me. See, I would rather have a woman tell me, well, I can't do that. That's too much for me. Than for me to be out here running around, chasing these hoes down, nigga, I'm not finna give no bitch the opportunity to reject me just when she first meet me. What I look like? You can't put no positive spin on putting a woman in a position to reject or accept you, nigga. That's why I don't have no conversation with these niggas about how to deal with women. The shit they be on, man, I was on that shit when I was 12. Worrying about if I'm enough for a woman. And worrying about, if a woman gonna approve of me and shit like that. Man, I wish I would. A woman ain't gotta approve of me. She gonna approve of me, nigga, because she gonna choose. Well, she gotta approve of my program. My program is tough. I don't have a problem with a woman saying that's too much for me. She can't be on my team. But why am I going to pursue a woman and then find out that it's too much for the bitch? You understand what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, and this is the reality of the situation. 9 times out of 10, when you cold approach a woman, you ain't going to get in there and bust some pussy out of her. And I'm above that. I've been above that. You see what I'm saying? I've been fucking since I was 9. 9, homie. So whereas a lot of niggas didn't start getting sex, man, until they was in their teens or in their 20s, man, I'm light years ahead of niggas on that, man. That's the reality of it. By the time most niggas were getting sex, nigga, I already had chicks squirting already. I'm way beyond that. You can get sex from anywhere. Let me tell you something. The baddest chick I ever cut, I was broke when I cut her. I ain't even had no car, nigga. She came and scooped me. Let me tell you something, man. And the brother Rom talked about this, I think it was yesterday. It may have been early this morning. I think Rom talked about this early this morning. That shit around about 4 o'clock this morning. Salute to the brother Ron Wills. You have to understand this. Money, that shit don't matter. It gives you visibility. But you can fake like you got money. You know what I'm saying? You can fake that shit. Let me tell you something. You can have one fly ass Armani suit, one slick ass pair of gaiters, and it look brand new because you'll never wear it until you finna go out and run game on some bras. You understand what I'm saying? You can have enough money to rent a car or borrow a fly whip from somebody in your family. Man, listen, you can always front with front and flash. And even if it ain't yours, when you put on that, even if the car ain't yours, when you put on that fly as Armani suit that cost you about 2 racks, and you put on those gaiters, cost you about 800, and then you come down, man, you got on the fly ass socks, you got on the fly ass cufflinks and all that shit to match. You might have on the one pinky ring you got a fly ass watch that you been had, you know what I'm saying? But don't nobody ever see it, and it's custom, so it's been flooded, man. Let me tell you something. I got homies right there, man, ain't hustled in fucking a decade. But they still got fly shit that look brand new, and they still got a badass watch that you ain't never seen in your life because it was custom when they got it, and it's still custom now. And they could go anywhere at any time and kill any brawl. Let me tell you something, man. Women want to be a part of the winning team, and they don't know what a winner is. They just know what a winner look like. They don't know what a winner sound like. They just know what a winner look like. They don't know what a winner smell like. They just know what a winner look like. And a winner ain't got to be attractive. A winner ain't got to be, man, listen, man, you ain't got to have no certain look to be a winner. Like physically, you don't have to have a certain look. You can dress your shit up and look like a winner. Let me tell you something. When Tom Brady put a football helmet on, it didn't matter that it was Eli Manning that beat him in those 2 Super Bowls. All that matter is the number, the name on the helmet. Okay, this helmet right here represents Super Bowl champion. When even basketball, you can see these nigga faces, but guess what? It don't really matter. Because the championship banner ain't hanging in LeBron James' home when he won in Cleveland. Now one of the Golden State Warriors got the championship banner hanging in their living room. The championship banner is in the building. You see what I'm saying? And when women see the championship banner hanging in the building, Golden State Warriors, it don't matter who you are. Long as your ass got on the Golden State Warriors jersey, you could be on the practice squad, nigga. Women don't, man, let me tell you something. The majority of women can't name you fucking 10 NBA players. Damn sure can't name you everybody on one team. They don't care. When they hear the Golden State Warriors won the championship, you could be a player on the fucking squad. You could be the 10th man on the bench. Don't never get off the bench unless you got to go take a piss in the middle of the game. But when you out somewhere, the people know you. If the DJ give you a shout out, the homie, Johnson Abernathy from the Golden State Warriors is in the building. What up, Jay? What up, J.A.? See you in the building, man. Yo, give J.A. something to drink, man. Set him up in the VIP. Bam. The chicks don't know who the fuck J.A. is, but they know J.A. is important enough for the DJ to shout him out and put him in the VIP. All this game shit is what you need when you cold approach women. You got to have some slick shit to say to them. You got to present yourself as something worth inquiring about. Game is not necessary when bitches choose. And when I say choose, see, niggas got a one-track mind. Niggas think the only place to meet women is in a fucking club. Or, nigga, I ain't been to a club, man, in goddamn 15 years. I don't go to no club unless I'm performing. I don't catch no bitches at no club. Women in the club have a certain mindset. They're looking to be approached. They know that that's the spot where all the fucking tricks hang out. 80% of the niggas that's in the club on any given weekend are tricks. They'll pay a woman to play. They'll pay a woman to lay. And if they get her to the crib, they'll damn sure pay her to stay. You understand what I'm saying? You have to understand, man, that what I'm talking about here is being on another level of interaction with women where they submit their minds to you, where they submit to your vision, where they submit to your outlook. Why? Not because your outlook is so great per se, because your shit is so different. That's why I say be the man you are. Dig into yourself. If SJ3 goes deep into SJ3 and I go deep into BoA, we can both be two cold ass niggas and be 100% different. But be cold. See what I'm saying? You can't be no colder than you can be if you be the coldest version of yourself. Don't shit get colder than that. You can't present a better package to a woman than you can. You present the best version of you. Because you know what that is? Some shit she ain't never seen. Now, we all come down and we got on J's, or we all come down and we walking the same watch, or we all come down and we walking the same name brand clothes. We look like a bunch of fucking clones. Then they got to start picking between who look like they got the most money. They start picking on superficial shit. What I'm talking about, a woman holding you down, is beyond the superficial. This is a woman who can attach to your energy. See, you got to be able to project your energy, whether you got on a pair of sweaty ass gym clothes you just got through working out in, or whether you dressed in your best, dressed to impress, ready to finesse and dress these bras, man, ready to finesse and undress these bras, rather. You got to understand, man, that women are there to serve you, and they know it. They just don't want to serve a motherfucker that ain't going nowhere. Niggas ain't never there to serve you. These boys don't want to see you win, man. They don't want to see you win. I don't give a damn if you win or not. They just hope if you do that they can come up with you. You look at LeBron James homeboys. Shit, they came up with Bron, man. They all in business. The boy got a top-notch sports agency. You know what I'm saying? They get money outside of Bron. See what I'm saying? They get money outside of Bron. Of course, they use Bron reach. They use Bron's prestige to draw more athletes in. But they also do a fucking great job because they research the studies and know what they're doing. They don't sign niggas to them blow deals like Master P signed Ricky Williams to with the New Orleans Saints. You know what I'm saying? They sign cats with real deals. Why? Because they LeBron James homies. And when his visibility rolls, they're like, hey, I'm good at this. And LeBron James is my homeboy. So, do some business with me. You know, the bottom line is this, man, and this is the reality of the situation. Most men in prison are being held down for the whole ride by a woman. And see, let me tell you something. Now, see, if you're a beta male something at John, you're like, well, she fucking other men while you in there. What the fuck you think? You think you can go do 10 years, man? A woman ain't gonna fuck nobody for 10. Listen, and this is the reality of being a fucking pimp right here, man. This is pimp shit. If you can't bless the bitch, then you gonna stress the bitch. You understand? And as a pimp, if you can't bless the bitch, then you can't stress the bitch. You understand what I'm saying? If you can't bless her, you can't stress her. You can't bless her with no dick while you in prison. So you can't stress about getting some while you gone. You see what I'm saying? You just got to rely on the coldness of your game and the attachment that you have on her. When you can't access a woman physically, everything you do to her is mental and emotional. You got to take control of her emotions and her mental capacity and keep that shit where no matter who she fuck, they can't get it. See what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. Sex is not the way to a woman's mind. You can fuck a woman listen, man, you can fuck her 50 ways going north. And she can still give her mind and control of it to another man. Trust me when I'm telling you this. You think every trick, you think every hoe that's on the corner, you think ain't none of them tricks, man, beating they back in? You think every trick just a minute, man? No, some of them tricks, man, they go hard. They be freaking them bras, man. I'm talking about they become their favorite trick. But she ain't gonna never leave her pimp for that trick, no matter how well that. Even if the pimp don't ever fuck her, she ain't gonna never leave that pimp for that trick. You understand what I'm saying? Because in her mind, the trick is a lesser man. He's only good for what he provides. That's why the majority of women view black men as boy toys. Because black men pride themselves only in their ability to finesse a woman physically. Most black men especially, don't care about how to manipulate a woman mentally. Yeah, actually, I had a nigga on a live chat. Yeah, I think some of y'all heard this. I had a nigga on a live chat telling me you shouldn't use words like manipulation. That's a bad word. You shouldn't. Man, get the fuck out of here. The fuck are you talking about, nigga? I don't hear that shit. Oh, Mr. Goody Two Shoes ass nigga, let me tell you something, man. The world is about manipulation. That's simply what it is. It's about manipulation. Conspiracy theories are about manipulation. The whole political process, that shit is about manipulation. See what I'm saying? Obama being in office was just an attempt to manipulate black men to calm the fuck down and not be so riled up, because Bush had niggas riled up, especially with his handling of New Orleans, Hurricane Katrina. You understand? Niggas were in an uproar. They weren't organized enough to do nothing, but niggas were in an uproar. So what did they do? Manipulated niggas' minds. Okay, let's pacify these niggas and put somebody who got some color in them in the White House. Pacified the shit out of niggas. Niggas were happy. Niggas were making songs about it. It was cool. Niggas wasn't mad no more. See what I'm saying? Like, this entire society is about manipulation. So if nigga want to talk about don't use words like manipulation, come on, homie. That shit ain't real at all to me, man. You know what I'm saying? So listen, man, I got homies in prison right now, man. Actually, man, I got a cousin, man, that did 25 years, man. He just about to come up now. You know what I'm saying? They did 25 years, man. In high school, man, they shot a cat, man, and stole his jacket. You know, that's when niggas was stealing jackets. You know, robbing niggas for their jackets and shoes and shit. And you know, they shot a dude on the steps of the fucking high school, man. And you know, a nigga just finna get out now. Did 25 years. You know, my other cousin who was with him did 19. Shit, he been out by 5 or 6 years now. So, you know, it's one of those things, man, where, you know, you have to understand. And all the while he been in there, man, chick been holding him. I mean, now he an OG in that motherfucker. Now he need nobody to hold him down, man. He pretty much, you know what I'm saying? He pretty much the man on the yard. You know what I'm saying? Where he is. He been in that motherfucker 25 years. He OG. But you have to understand this. During the early part of that shit, that was a chick holding him down. The chick who was holding him down, man, had 5 kids. 5 kids, none by him. You know what I'm saying? But it was crunch time for him. It was crunch time for him. You know what I'm saying? He had her on the team for that specific reason. She wasn't his girl. She wasn't his woman. She wasn't, you know, I mean, she wasn't his wife. She wasn't none of that. You know what she was? She was his woman. Just like the other women he had on his team. She was his woman. But her purpose, because she was such a caring, nurturing person from being, and these are his words. She's such a caring, nurturing, just watching her, the way she deals with her children, the way she deals with her mother, the way she deals with her father, the way she deals with her people. You know what I'm saying? She had 5 children, but she had all 5 by one dude. You know what I'm saying? Which may or may not mean anything, but she had five children by one dude. You know what I'm saying? They had been together 10 years. So over 10 years, he just kept popping babies in her. The dude ended up getting smoked. So she ended up being a widow. You know, my cousin called her, man. He said, man, I wasn't looking for her, man. You think I'm looking for a chick like that? He said, man, she just fell into my lap. And, you know, we were raised by our grandfather to, if something falls into your lap, don't be like the average peon motherfucker. Be like, oh, I don't want that. You got to assess everything, man, and see if there's a blessing in that shit for you. You can't look at things from the average man perspective and be like, well, what are people going to think? Or look at it from, well, that's not exactly what I want. You see, when something falls into your lap, it may not be falling into your lap for the normal purpose. Like she didn't fall into his lap to be his wife. She didn't fall into his lap to be his old lady. But what she did, she represented, he was about to get life without. You see what I'm saying? That's what was on the table. But she came in there, represented like she was his wife, represented like they were together, like he was a great dad and all that shit, man. He ain't the dad and now one of them children. But they got in there, she represented that shit and got him off. He did 25 years. He about to get ready to come up. He could have been in that motherfucker and died in there. You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand, you got to use shit in your life for what it's worth, man. You can't let no niggas out here tell you what you shouldn't use. You understand what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. If you're a nigga that about to do a bid, nigga, if you got a fat, nice chick around you, nigga, you better see what she in your life for. She might be in your life to hold you down for that bid. You see what I'm saying? You never know. If you're a personal trainer, nigga, and you meet a fat chick and you trying to get your personal trainer business off the ground, nigga, you meet a fat chick, you better see what that chick in your life for. You might be like, oh, I don't do fat chicks. Maybe she ain't in your life for that. Not yet. Maybe you make her your client, you record that shit, make her your client, record the whole process, you get her fit, then before you know it, when she fit, you fucking like her. You like, damn, this bitch bad now. And she love you because you changed her life. You know what I'm saying? And you dig her and respect her because she did the grind of that shit. So you got to start thinking long term in your life. The problem is men think short term, and that will get your ass jammed up. Because short term thinking will have the long term, you know it, your ass at the long term position that you've been planning for. But you can't change your mindset about it because you be thinking short term. Man, my thinking has always been long term. I already knew. I told myself when I hit a certain amount of money, I'm out this bitch. I already knew where I was finna live. Now I was still gonna come down and do my work in the hood, man. But let me tell you something. Man, it didn't take me long to start to move out into the hills. Nigga, I stayed in, let me tell you something. Where I lived at, it got quiet at 7 p.m. You understand what I'm saying? The last thing you heard in my neighborhood were children playing outside. When you stop hearing the children, you ain't hear shit else. Adults didn't stay outside longer than children did. Children stayed outside till the fucking street lights came on until it started getting dark. At dusk, the children were inside and my neighborhood was quiet. It took me a long time to get used to that shit. Them goddamn crickets used to keep me awake every single... Nigga, it took me 4 months. I used to have to sleep with fucking earplugs in my ears because the crickets were too loud for me, man. That's how quiet that shit was. Nigga, the crickets sound like, man, they were in my ears. You know what I'm saying? Like they had crawled into my ears with that shit. I was miserable. I couldn't sleep. And they be all over the house. So if I go in the living room, I hear the crickets. If I go in the den, I hear the crickets. If I'm in the bedroom, I hear the crickets. Only place I could hear the cricket was in the bathroom. I couldn't sleep on the fucking toilet. See what I'm saying? So you have to understand, man, your mindset has to change about shit. Immediately, you have to have a long-term mindset even in the short term. So your 10-year plan can't be do step, and then worry about year 10 when you get to it. You got to know what the fuck you're going to do in year 10. If you hit that goal, what are you going to do at that point? And I promise you, along the way, most of the assistance you get going to be from women. Only your woman want to see you win. Ain't nobody going to cheer you the fuck on for being the man. Only your woman want to see you win. See what I'm saying? You look at the shit Birdman do to his artists. Nigga, a multimillionaire. Got a deal for $100 million. Won't even pay people their money. Because he don't want to see nobody win. The problem with niggas is, even the niggas that's already winning, they don't want to see you win because they don't want you to pass them. That's why the worst thing, think about this. How many times have we seen a rapper blow up when he signed to the label of another rapper? How many times have we seen it? We seen Drake do it, but Drake was already a fucking TV star. And the nigga talented as fuck. So his first joint, he dropped a joint that shit sold 100,000 copies independent. And it was a new sound. So he signed to Wayne, Young Money, but Young Money was pushed by Cash Money. Cash Money had already proven his track record. See what I'm saying? Nikki was already bubbling under. She had a lot of respect in the industry. She was already doing her thing on the underground. And she was talented as fuck. And she was different. See what I'm saying? Meek Mill was just a different guy. He was repping an area that hadn't been repped since fucking, for real, Philly hadn't really been repped since fucking Beans. And Beans run was short as shit. Before that, nigga, you gotta go all the way back like the Fresh Prince and shit. Yeah, you got the Roots and, Bahamadea and all these people, man. But I'm talking about really repped on a major national level, on the international level. You know what I'm saying? With visibility. Yeah, the Roots travel all around the globe, but I'm talking about with that international visibility where everybody know the fuck you are. It's hard to do, man. We can go all the way back to Luda with Disturbing the Peace, man. Man, them artists weren't blowing up. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody blew up on Disturbing the Peace but Luda. Chingy caught lightning in a bottle one time. You know what I'm saying? And most times that shit don't work because for real, them motherfuckers not gonna give you the push they give themselves. Nobody wants to give you the same push they give themselves because they've seen what that push does in their lives. And no nigga wants you to come to his joint where he the captain and then suddenly you the captain. They don't want that, man. I'm telling you they don't. I think Wayne may be one of the few people, man. But motherfuckers don't want to see you win. Pump Chasers, man. The homie Chris Jones for Pump Chasers in the building, man. I appreciate the super chat, man. I appreciate it, homie. Pump Chasers said, keep spreading the word. Keep spreading the good word. Women gonna see to it you win and warn you about these snakes. Real talk. Perfect example, the homie Chris Jones. Woman been on his team for a long time. He was on his way. I wouldn't even thought about your story if you hadn't came in, brother. Appreciate you being in the joint. So, I followed him from the beginning. I remember he had a homeboy on his team. You see what I'm saying? A homeboy let shit come between his grind. Denise ain't let shit come between the grind. Even when they weren't together on good terms, she's still grinding. And I know some beta male simp man Johnny motherfucker gonna say, well, because it was a come up for her. Let me tell you something. When a woman doing her emotion about some shit, she don't give a fuck about no come up. She did that shit because she was loyal to that nigga. You understand what I'm saying? She was loyal. She want to see him win regardless. Wasn't no baby in the picture. Wasn't no marriage in the picture. When a woman is on your team, she wants to fucking see you win, man. She wants to see you win. All you got to do is keep grinding. If she keeps seeing the progress, she gonna feel like a member of the team. If you ain't doing shit, she gonna be like, well, what am I doing? I'm there putting all this time and energy into his shit. I'm outworking him. If your ass working and grinding and she see the results, man, she gonna tell everybody about the shit. She gonna act like it's her grind. Niggas ain't gonna act like that. Niggas gonna be telling, man, nigga think he all that nice shit, man. Nigga over there, man, you know what I'm saying? I remember nigga didn't have shit. You know what I'm saying, nigga? Now nigga over there. A woman gonna be like, I remember we ain't have shit. We getting it now though, ain't we, baby? That's what a woman gonna fucking tell you. You see, this shit is about having the proper perspective on your interaction with women. If you hate women, of course they're not gonna fucking benefit you. Nothing you hate is gonna benefit you. If you despise your interaction, if you still going back to when you was in some situation with someone, let me tell you something, man. This is real talk. And this gonna hurt some feelings, man. I know it is. This gonna hurt some feelings. If you ever been hurt by a woman, man, like hurt by a woman, had your fucking heart broken, you might not ever be able to grasp this concept. That's just the reality of it. I mean, you might not ever be able to grasp this concept if you've actually literally had your heart broken by a woman. Because you're gonna be like a woman who's had her heart broken. You're going to be too fucking cautious to benefit from the presence of the next woman who's probably the one that's meant to help you get to the next level. You know, they say behind every great man, there's a great woman. I won't say behind every great man, like, you know, like the bitch holding you up and then like that. But I will say every man who achieves greatness, there's a woman there to help co-captain his shit. Two niggas can never make it. They'll only make it to a certain point. Dame and Jay would have never made it to the point where Jay is right now. But Jay and B, different goddamn story. See what I'm saying? That's the reality of it. They had reached the heights of where they were going to go. Because Dame wanted to be the man. Any man that's on your team is going to want to be the man, whether he puts in the work or not. But a woman is never going to want to be the man. She's going to want to be the woman. So when I see these young cats, man, tell my man, you know, me and my dogs, man, you know, me and my dogs, we blah, blah, blah. They be the same niggas always get turned on by their dogs. Your dog's the one that's going to turn on you, homie. Your dog's the one that's going to burn you in the end. Man, let me tell you something. I had a homie named Spinks back in the day, man. And Spinks was gutter. Like, when I talk about, this nigga was gangster, man. Like, Spinks was gangster. He ended up doing 3 years in West Jefferson. And you go down to Chicken, Alabama, and ask motherfucker like, about the old West Jefferson prison. That shit was raw, boy. Everybody I know who ever been there, man, said, man, they spent, OG niggas, gutter niggas, said they spent nights in that motherfucker crying, man, just because it was such a mentally crushing environment. But let me tell you what happened with the homie. He got into it with some niggas, 3 niggas to be precise. He got into it with 3 niggas. And of course, these were niggas who, Spinks was a big nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he was damn near Suge Knight big. So these niggas were big too. 3 big niggas, damn near his size ran up on him. He swinging with him. Before you know it, you heard pop, pop, pop. His girl had went to the car and got the pistol, man, and popped all 3 of them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Didn't kill none of them, but popped their ass, laid them down. They were laying down. You know what Spinks did? He got the pistol, took it from her, wiped her prints off of it, held it himself, and they stayed there and waited for the people to come. He told them what happened, man. He shot him. He caught a charge because the gun wasn't registered. You understand? So he did that time just because the gun wasn't registered, not because he shot the niggas, but he wasn't finna let his girl go down because she did that shit for him. And he needed her to be out to hold him down. Because one thing about us as men, we're going to do our thing. We're going to represent our shit. But if a woman go do a bid, man, we're not going to hold her down the way she hold us down. We're not wired to be that nurturing. We're not nurturing like that. We'll think about a man, maybe keep some money on our books, but we're not going to be going down that motherfucker visiting. If a woman get a 10-year bid, man, ain't no nigga finna go visit her every motherfucking week. You know what I'm saying? Nigga may start off doing it maybe the first, nigga may start maybe the first month. Be like, the next month, he be like, shit, shawty, I probably gonna be able to come down but one time this month. Then before you know it, it's gonna be every other month. Then before you know it, nigga gonna be there on her birthday. Then before you know it, man, she ain't gonna see that nigga no more. Nigga ain't gonna write no letters and that. Not because he don't care, but because we don't have that nurturing. They don't have that nurturing spirit, man. Like, we gotta force ourselves to be in that mind state, and that shit ain't gonna last long, man. When you out free, you got other shit going on. It ain't gonna be the same. So the homie did that shit right there, man. And of course, she held him down. And guess what happened when he got out? She hadn't flipped money the way Gucci girl flipped it because he ain't leave her no $2 million. But he left some money there. And when he got back, that shit had flipped a whole lot. Because that's what women do. You go do a bid and leave your money to your homie. Watch what the fuck that nigga do. See what I'm saying? Man, let me tell you something. I got a homie, man, who he had another homie. And I never got in the habit of calling all these niggas my homie. If you my homie and you got a homie, that nigga ain't my homie. I don't know him like that. I just know him through you. Me and him ain't got no history. If my history with a nigga started with you introducing us, I don't know him. And I ain't gonna never be homies with him. You know what I'm saying? There got to be a spiritual intervention that places us in a position where we gonna be homies. But, man, the homie, he messed around, man, and he went and did a bid. No, they got arrested. They were in the car together, man, got arrested. So, he got arrested. He had a warrant, so he got arrested. He had some work in the car, man, had some money in the car, man. Man, the dude he was with, man, his homie, his quote-unquote homie, man, kept the money and the work Then he come. Well, he couldn't get him out. Nigga had a warrant, but he kept the money and the work. And when the nigga got out, man, he dodged him. I'm talking about dodged the man for like 5 months. I don't know how you dodge a nigga and y'all on the same side of town, but that nigga did a good job. He dodged him, man, dodged him, and then flipped the money, man, and flipped it, and never did pay him back. You know what I'm saying? Homie just ended up taking it as a loss. But a woman wouldn't have done that shit. You see what I'm saying? Unless you got a woman that got a drug habit, like you fucking with a fiend or something like that, then yeah, you're a fool anyway. You deserve to get got. But I'm talking about a woman who's proven herself, proven her value to you, proven that she's willing to work on your goals. Let me tell you the most amazing thing a man can experience. Having a woman give up on all her shit, on everything she represents, everything, and dedicating herself to your movement. If you never experienced that shit, man, I don't even know what to tell you, bro. Like, that shit don't that make you feel like a pimp more than that? And I ain't talking about a pimp in a bad way. You ask most women, man, who had a pimp in their lives, man, unless they had a gorilla pimp who was beating them and shit, man, they enjoyed that shit. They still love the nigga to this day, man. You know what I'm saying? What I am saying is this. The word pimp does not mean bad man. It means a man who has a different way of interacting with women than the average man does, and therefore he gets different results than the average man does. You see what I'm saying? Now, let's take a man who got 15 women. Can we say having 15 women benefits that man any more than Chris Jones, one woman, benefits him? A matter of fact, let's put it to Tesla. I'm glad Chris came in here, man, because I wouldn't even been using him for an example in this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? So let me tell you something. Think about this. Would you rather be these niggas out here that's talking about they got all these women that's doing all these and all they get is a whole bunch of sex from a whole bunch of women, or would you rather have one woman that gets behind you and makes sure she does everything in her fucking power to see you succeed in everything, no matter what it is? You know what I'm saying? When Homer was doing that cut for that fucking show, when he was doing that show prep, he made sure he let everybody know, if she wasn't in here preparing these meals for me, I would not do this shit. It would be too much for me to just prepare the meals. That's how hard this shit is. But she made sure he was able to do some shit that he wanted to do that he didn't even know was going to be that difficult until he did it. That's the type of shit I be talking about. That's your interaction with women. That's the type of woman you want on your team. These niggas be talking about, well, you got to get a dime, and, she's got to, you got to get this type of woman that's beautiful, and that's all they talk about is woman beauty. None of them ever talk about what a woman dedicate to their lives. Because they ain't got no women dedicating shit to their lives. If they did, their outlook would be different. They wouldn't just be talking about beauty all the fucking time. I know what it is. The majority of men were raised to be the one to do all the things for the woman. Smell Extracts, man, I appreciate the dollar super chat. The majority of men were put here in their mind to be a helpmeet to their woman. That's why men are the ones who give up on their lives, who give up on their dreams, who give up on their goals, who give up on all the shit they want to do. Why? Because you were raised to be a beta male simp mangina cuck motherfucker, man. That's why. That's your life. You were raised to be a sucker. You were raised to be used and abused by women. You were raised to give a woman some type of pedestalization, even if the fuck you don't want to do it. You were raised to marry a woman because she says, I want to be a wife. You were raised to do whatever a woman tell you to do. You know what I'm saying? Because you saw your daddy do whatever your mama told him to do. You saw your granddad do whatever your grandmama told him to do. You saw your uncles do whatever your aunties told him to do. You saw your older brother do whatever bros told him to do, and he wasn't even married to him. You saw a bunch of cats before you do whatever the hell women told them to do, and still let them women treat them like shit even after they cater to them. That's what happened in your mind, man. And I sympathize with your plight, man, because that puts you in a mindset where you're never able to capitalize on the nature of the female, man. The nature of women is fucking amazing. Like, I don't even understand why niggas have the negativity about it. The nature of the female is one of the most amazing. Man, I'm telling you, man, that shit is the 10th wonder of the world. Whatever the fuck wonder of the world we own, the nature of the female is that wonder. I think we own the 10th wonder of the world. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers ain't found Bigfoot yet, so I think we on 10. The 10th wonder of the world is female nature, man. That shit is amazing. I fucking love it. I love female nature, man. Like, that shit is... I'm a pimp because of female nature, nigga. Do you understand that female nature, learning female nature at a young age is what made me able to deal with them the way I do? I know their nature. I love their nature. Let me tell you something about knowing female nature. It keeps you from being a beta male simp mangina. You know what I'm saying? It keeps you from falling into some shit that you don't even need to be in, man. And it keeps you from having a woman around you that doesn't benefit your damn process. So say what you want to say. Of course, I glorify pimps. I glorify them like a motherfucker. I glorify pimps. Pimps was the first men that showed me that it's okay to have women, but they need to be benefiting what the fuck you got going on. And if you ain't got nothing going on, you don't need to have no women. You need to get something going on in your life first. If you ain't got nothing for them to contribute to, all they gonna contribute to is your lust. You understand? Your desire to give your testosterone away, to let your testosterone leave your body whenever you can. That's all that's gonna represent. So I say this, man. Women, only your woman. And some men have women. When I say your woman, I don't mean you only got one. Some men have one, some men have two. But when I say your woman, I'm talking about everybody you identify as your woman. Only your woman wants to see you win because she feels like your win is her win as long as you bless her with the opportunity to contribute to the win. Now, I know, wait a minute. I already know what somebody thinking. Because the homie Chris Jones, he doesn't have any problem with showing the way he's living. You look at his crib, and you look at his cars, and you look at his gym, you're like, well, she benefited from it too now. Of fucking course she does. What the fuck you think she gonna do all that contributing for nothing? That's her reward. Her reward for contributing to your process is to reap the benefits at the end, fool. Fuck is wrong with you niggas, man? I never seen anything like this. Like, you think a woman's supposed to be your helpmeet, but then at the end, she ain't supposed to benefit. You don't supposed to give her nothing. Like, she's not supposed to see the fruits of her labor. The fruits of her labor just supposed to be seeing you enjoy the shit while she's struggling. Come on, man. That's that beta male defeatist mentality, man. See, this is the difference between a pimp and a user of women. A user of women preaches all this. A woman is supposed to be a helpmeet. She's supposed to help me, and she's supposed to do everything I tell her to do and be a part of my process, and whatever efforts and energies I need her to put forth, she does that. And then on the back end, she helped me come up, and then I kick her ass to the curb, and then I go live my life like a player. I go be a pimp then, boy. I go out there and give me some women, give me some young tender women, and play around with them because I don't need her no more. I already made it. That's what a user of women feels. A pimp looks at women and he values their contribution because he is a realist. He understands that without their contribution, there will be more shit he would have to figure out how to do. It's as simple as this, man. Let me tell you something. If you can send a chick, like when I'm mailing out this merchandise, man, when I got to mail out merchandise, man, that shit takes time out of my schedule that I really need to be doing something else. So when I can send a woman to the post office with those packages, she's valuable because she's willing to take time out of her schedule to go do the shit. So I don't have to. You see what I'm saying? When I'm emailing people booking consultations via email, when I don't have to do that, when she can look at my calendar and see when I can get somebody in, and she can just send them an email, and let that shit happen, I'm doing something else at that time. That shit is valuable to me. So of course, why wouldn't she reap any benefit from the money I'm getting from these consultations? Why wouldn't she reap any benefits from any of these things, man? You understand what I'm saying? You have to understand. It's something as simple as this. It's really as simple as this. I had a flight attendant chick, man. And man, she was cold. Boy, that chick, that was cold, man. Whew. Damn, she was cold. I hadn't thought about her in probably a couple of years, man. So, a couple of years since last time she was on the team. But I had a flight attendant chick. And so when I need to fly around, all my shit was comped. You know what I'm saying? Was I flying first class? No. I don't fly first class anyway, motherfucker. I don't fly. You know what I'm saying? So when I need to go, let's say I need to go from From a short flight, Birmingham to Atlanta. Bam. Quick flight. Bam, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? I'm there. Come flight. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something. Nigga, that's how I joined the Mile High Club. I was sick as shit too, man. I ain't gonna lie. By the time we got through, man, I swear, man, I feel like I'm about to die. You know what I'm saying? She left out that, man. Listen, man, when she left out the bathroom, man, I was at that motherfucker throwing up. I was sick as shit, dog. I ain't gonna even lie, man. I can't deal with, man, them goddamn planes, man. I'm telling you. But you know what I'm gonna do, man? I'm gonna try private. I'm gonna book a private jet. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try private and see if that feels better. That commercial shit, man, it's something about it. I don't know what it is about it, man. That shit had me sick as a dog, man. Like, you know, I tell you nigga about the shaking baby syndrome story all the time. But I'm gonna try private, man. I'm gonna take a private flight, man, to see if that shit feels better. See, Doug, I appreciate the $5 super chat, man. Homie says, make the distinction clear, bro. The ism is very different from a user. Damn sure different, brother. No doubt about that. So this is what you have to understand. A PI, you know what I'm saying? When you put the pimpism on a chick, man, she don't feel like she's being used. She feels like she's contributing to the family. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I ain't never in my life cut a chick loose that was contributing. Ever. Because I only, listen, female nature is female nature, man. Not all women are so horny and nasty that just because they find another man attractive, they're going to go and get with him and get their ass off the losing team. See, I'm going to tell you the difference. If you're not the winning team, you got to deal with a lot of shit. If you're not a winner, of course, you got to worry about your woman fucking a winner. But if you're a winner, see, there's a level of winning that a woman understands that she's taking a chance in the dark to do better than that level of winning. And she ain't going to fucking risk it. No matter how attractive she thinks somebody else is, no matter how good a motherfucker smells when she said, she is not gonna risk that. So to have a woman fight her nature or go against her nature is pimp shit, man. That takes effort and energy, man. I respect a woman who fights against her nature because I know her nature. I respect a woman who fights against her nature and doesn't cross lines that it takes her thought to cross. See, you niggas deal with women who cross that line all the time because that woman does not value you enough to not cross those lines. She doesn't value you enough to fight her nature. She embraces that nature and just does whatever the fuck she want to do. You know what I'm saying? So that's why a lot of men say, well, eventually, you know, your woman is going to sleep with somebody. Every nigga who says that ain't on no fucking winning level. You see what I'm saying? This is the thing. If you got a job, yeah, your woman might fuck your boss. Your boss is the winner at your fucking job. That's why if I had a job, I would never take my broad to the company Christmas party. Shit, man, they wouldn't even know what the fuck she looked like. If somebody had to come get me, man, take my car to the shop, it'd be somebody else. It wouldn't be my woman. Nobody at the job would know her. Because I understand the dynamic. I understand the nature of women is to flock to the winner. We call it hypergamy. You call it whatever you want to call it. I call it women want to win just like men want to win. That's all hypergamy is. Hypergamy is simply a woman wanting to be on the winning team. And all it takes for her to flock to the winner team is to realize your ass ain't the winner. That's it. That's why I say men who understand and accept and embrace and appreciate the nature of women have a different interaction with women. It's just that simple. And see, you got to understand this. Motherfucker, I ain't even filthy rich yet. Fuck around and wait till I'm filthy. Boy, I'm going to show you niggas on a national level what you do with these bras. You understand what I'm saying? It ain't just going to be my own personal life that I'm doing this shit in. I'm going to show you on a national level how to get out here, man, and promote this fucking ism. That's what I'm going to do for you. Watch me, homie. That's why, man, when Alpha Music comes out, Alpha Music, man, will be the greatest R&B project ever. It will have the distinction. It will have the distinct R&B, melodic nature of 90s R&B, which is the greatest R&B period in the history of the world. It will have the modern percussion to make your bra want to shake her ass, even on the slow shit. See what I'm saying? And it will have the alpha energy where we ain't talking no I love you until the moon and I'll move the stars in the mountain for you. It's going to be If you love me, shawty, go try to move the moon. Even if it don't move, I just want to see you sweating and pressing, trying to move it for me. And I'll give you credit for that. So y'all be looking for that, man. Alpha Music, Dr. BoA. That shit is going to be amazing, man. Amazing. So, another thing, man, I want to say, man, we ain't going to be in here too long, man. We're going to get ready to shut this joint down in a minute. I say this as well, man. There are levels of interacting with women. There's the level where you're dating women and you're just trying to get women to have sex with them. I feel like if you're older than 25, you should be past that shit. If not, then you're a late bloomer when it comes to this shit, man. You're a late bloomer. And there are men out here who can tell you about that. Plenty of men who can tell you what to say to a woman, a pickup line, how to get a woman. Some of them can even tell you how to get a woman in the bed. You know what I'm saying? But at a certain point, you have to realize that life is not about the woman. It's about you improving yourself. A lot of men can tell you about how to improve yourself. You know what I'm saying? Some men have been on here telling you how to improve yourself for a long time. Other men have been on here, just come on recently telling you how to improve yourself. That's great information. Get it from whoever you can. You understand what I'm saying? There's so many different outlooks and so many different perspectives on bettering yourself, but all of them do help you better yourself. You know what I'm saying? There's the man who can tell you how to have a lovey-dovey beta male simp mangina relationship up in this motherfucker. If that's what you want. You know what I'm saying? You can be a beta male cuck. There are men who give you the information about a beta male cuck shit. You can do it. You can be lovey-dovey. You can put the woman first. You can put that woman first. You can do that. So many times acting like it wasn't really nothing. You can do that. You can do that. When you find numbers in her purse, you do all that. You got to put her first. You can do all that if you want to. But when it comes to dealing with women from a fucking alpha perspective, never letting her beauty, never letting her aura, never letting any of that shit over impress you to the point where you can't maintain your fucking alpha mindset, where you start thinking beta male, itty bitty beta male thoughts. If you want to know how to deal with women from that perspective, no matter who she is, you see what I'm saying? See, niggas talk a lot about beautiful women. I'm beyond a beautiful woman moving me. If she beautiful, I got questions. Bitch, how much money you got? If you beautiful, you should be paid. A broke dime piece is the worst waste of talent in the goddamn world. It's worse than the best basketball player you ever seen becoming addicted to drugs. It's worse than that. A dime piece that ain't got no money is a terrible waste of talent. That bitch is lazy. She could show up places and get money. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about tens of thousands of dollars, man. So when you look at it and say, oh, she beautiful. No, she ain't beautiful if she broke. If a woman is a dime physically, I'm taking 3 points off her shit if she ain't doing nothing with it. You know what I'm saying? If she ain't getting no money out of being pretty, she a 7. And if you give me a 7 that's out here getting money and she willing to contribute to my process, she automatically becomes a 9. I rate women on their contribution. I keep telling you, man, this shit is real, man. So niggas say what he want to say. You understand? But give me Oprah Winfrey. It ain't no woman in America that I'll take over Oprah Winfrey. Not one of them. Now woman in America, I'll take over Oprah Winfrey. You give me an opportunity to pick one woman in America, all women in America say, we belong to you, Dr. BoA, you pimpified alpha motherfucker, you. Let all the women in America say that. I'm running straight to motherfucking Oprah Winfrey, nigga. And it ain't Oprah Winfrey. If you tell me I can have 2, I'm going to get her and Martha Stewart. You see what I'm saying? I do this shit. I don't talk about it. You see what I'm saying? My mindset is based on my life and the outcomes of my decision making when it